the people you ain't even thinking of right now. How would your son that you ain't even have yet, or your daughter that you ain't even have yet, look at you when you tell them that you did X, Y, Z? Could you even look them in the face and tell them that you did this? You know what I'm saying? When your mama was young, the reason why we ain't together no more is because I stepped out on her. The reason why you crying yourself to sleep every night and I can't come back to the house is because when you was 3 years old, I decided I was going to do boom, boom, boom. What's going on, people? This is Nigel.
This is Brad.
This is the Uplift Fitness Club podcast. If that's what you value. But when I asked you, we talked about why it's important to be faithful, why it's important to maintain your situation and keep that trust. Is ultimately because that's not what you like. I don't want that. It doesn't fall in line with my values.
Right.
So as long as you know what your values are and you can stay disciplined in that, then you got a shot.
Definitely got a shot. So the next thing, who's up next? What you got?
Man, who on the block? Man, we got
Deshaun.
We gonna go with Deshaun Watson, man.
Oh, you saving that one?
Let's save that one, man.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money right now.
Yeah, he making a lot of money. And we're gonna go Chris Hogan. People probably don't know about this example. Only reason I brought him up is because one, I watch a lot of his content. Not his content, but Dave Ramsey's content.
Yeah.
And we just spoke about Dave Ramsey a few weeks ago on the pod. Hey, everybody call it the pod, man.
The pod.
We gotta call it the cast.
Yeah.
Everybody said they got a pod.
Man.
We got a cast.
Yeah.
You feel me saying? So Chris Hogan is one of the co-hosts of the Ramsey Show, older gentleman, and he has a whole platform based on retirement planning. Right? He has a book called Retire to Inspire. And his thing is once you get past the 7 baby steps and you've amassed this wealth and you have all this influence, now what do we do to empower other people? And people took a hold of that message, man. He got one of them Barry White voices, you know what I'm saying? He got one of them presences where it's just people gravitate towards him. And because of that, he found himself in a situation where he cheated on his ex-wife. Right, so this 2018, 2019, he ended up, stepping out on this situation, and the Dave Ramsey Corporation has a rule. Everybody signed a contract. Right. If you engage in premarital sex, or if you engage in infidelity, then you will be cut, fired immediately, and there's no negotiation.
Expeditious.
But we're talking about the lead man. We talking about the second in command, basically. This is Dave Ramsey's guy.
Right.
So
and money talks.
And money talks, bro. He just released a book. That joint did millions. He has a
You gonna let that go?
You gonna let that go? What you gonna do? Now your morality is being challenged. So, but then before that, 2016.
It's a forgiving God.
They had a woman. You know what I'm saying? She was maybe an intern or a full-time employee. They got 900 employees. A lot of they got money over there.
Yeah.
The woman get pregnant, she ain't married. So if you get pregnant, you ain't married, you had sex. They cut her immediately. Now she's suing the company for multi because of
the messed up.
Exactly. So it's inequity in the workplace based on discrimination.
That's right. Hopefully Chris Hogan made enough off of them.
But no, it's not him that's getting sued. Now he might be akin to the claim or whatever.
That's cold blood right there, man.
That's what it
is.
They should have. So we talking about abuse of power.
Yeah. Right.
And when your morals get challenged, right? Now you have this policy. I just feel like the policy is BS.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Because from a person that's, I guess you believing in Christianity, right? You should be forgiving, right? That's what it's all about, forgiving, right?
Absolutely. And who are you to judge?
Yeah, I'm sure they've made plenty of mistakes.
It's factual. But then we get into is this mistake worse than this mistake?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is thievery worse than?
And it's going back to violence. Yeah, that looks,
look
real bad.
Gluttony is a sin, right, bro?
Yeah.
Eating too much literally is a sin.
Yeah.
Everybody, both Dave Ramsey and Chris Hogan, overweight. I ain't gonna say they engage in gluttony. I'm just saying you probably had a big steak dinner or two in your time. So if you really gonna say like this sin is worse than this, how you gonna say that, bro? You're not the judge. But I bring that up to say like, one, it's an abuse of power from the Ramsey perspective, because they knew at the end of the day this guy's worth too much.
Right.
And they just dismissed this woman who was down on her luck, bro. A single mother about to have a child, and you just fire her, bro.
Fire her just like that.
That's crazy. But on the flip side, is that lack of self-discipline, bro. Self-control and mastery, where, you know, you've now Chris Hogan rose to power real quick because he just happened to call in and win a contest. Now he got a platform. Right. Now he making M's off of books. So now, you know, a man is only as faithful as his options. That's that. I think Chris Rock said that.
Yeah.
Your options done increased. Now what do? You know what I'm saying? You got to really have that talk with yourself. Like, what do I want my future to look like? Is this woman in my future, or are these women in my future? So, I mean, it's all the same thing. We done had a rapper, an influencer on YouTube, and we done had a radio personality in his 60s. All of them lacking discipline. It don't matter if you're 25, 35, or 65. You know what I'm saying? The men is taking L's right now.
Got to do better.
Taking L's.
Come on, Quavo, you got to think. What are you doing?
Yeah, man. So this last example, who we got, man?
We got Deshaun Watson.
Oh, man.
Big baller brain. Man, how much was that contract for?
160.
How much guarantee money he got?
I don't know, a lot. It might have been over 100 million.
How old is he?
I think about 24.
Dang.
Yeah. 24.
Generation. Changing lives.
At the height of his powers. I mean, I'm talking about the season he had. They weren't good, but the season he had, he was good. I'm talking about 35 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Looking at everybody else like, and they let go his whole team, man. All the killers on his team, they let him go.
Man, I sure hope that them things, because I won't put it past him, right? But you also, right, you're not guilty until you're guilty.
You can't vouch for him. You can't.
Right.
You
gotta stay neutral until the whole thing come out.
It's crazy though,
see
bro.
Both sides, but
look, it's so many factors in this joint.
Yeah.
Because one, you got, you know, 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago, he said, "Release me," and we talked about it on the pod.
Right.
You know, the owners, you know, that organization.
Yeah.
They racist damn near. You know, they called bro, the previous owner, I think his name was Bob McNair. He said we can't let the inmates run the plantation or the prison. He said that during the meetings where the NFL was deciding what to do with people who kneel and demonstrate against the flag. He said we can't let the inmates run the prison.
Yeah.
Bro, this is the owner of a football team. There's already negative connotation with you got all these big black men on a field running, working to get paid, you know, pennies off of what you're making. So this is the type of ideology and organization he's working for. He asked to be traded because you've traded literally every good player from the team, you know, who was noteworthy. You know, they traded D-Hop, J.J. Watt gone. Will Fuller is gone. Anybody, Aaron Foster retired back then. I don't even think he played with him, but you know what I'm saying? All these guys is gone. Now I asked to be traded. I'm a generational quarterback. It's only like 4 or 5 other guys that you'll probably rather have over me.
The timing.
That's what I'm saying.
The timing on
That's what I'm saying. And he 1 year into his contract. They like, we're not going to trade the player. Bro, it's so much stuff, bro. But like you said, the timing. The timing is like, as soon as I asked to be traded, a month later, you got 2 allegations. Of sexual misconduct with masseuses. Now you got 6 allegations. Next week you got...
Have you read all these allegations?
12 allegations. No, I ain't read all the allegations. I done heard them secondhand. And some of them is, it's... I mean, you got ones that's like, they got him where it's, I mean, he's just straight rape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got them where, you know, it's accusations where it's just, it might be groping or it's like suggestion or like power, you know, use, you know, misuse of power.
That's one of the things I thought about, you know, if some of these things are true, right? What will make somebody at, you know, that status, that value, right, his age, you know, that lifestyle, right? Once in a lifetime, right? The money he's gaining, that's a 0.5%, right? That's one of the things. So this story made me this think about thrill seekers, right?
Right.
That's the only thing I can think of. If this stuff is true, like, why would you? What's causing you to do this?
I do think that it's a mental, like imbalance.
Yeah.
Where people have like a power, like a need to dominate other people. So, I mean, it wouldn't even be a tough leap to say an extremely dominant athlete would have that show up in the other areas of their life. Like, they talk about Michael Jordan all the time where it's not a competition that he's trying to lose. Like, whether it's gambling on the golf course, he putting up 75,000 a hole, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. They playing poker on the plane for $50,000 a hand. Yeah. It's nothing. Like, he gonna shoot half court shots until 2 a.m. in the morning until he up. Like, it's like it shows up everywhere. So then it's only a small leap from I need to dominate you in every aspect of, you know, sports to I need to dominate people in various ways. And I'm not, obviously, for the purpose of this conversation, we're not, you know, saying he did anything. We're not saying that he didn't do anything. That's just off the rip. And if he did what they're accusing him of doing, he's disgusting. He needs to be put in jail, let alone not playing football. Like, I feel like that's the conversation that's being had. Like, should he play?
Should he play?
Like, if he did this, bro, he need to be put away.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, man.
So we talk about the timing of it, where as soon as we ask out, you know, I don't put, just like I don't put the allegations past him, I don't put two things past the organization. One, I don't put the idea that they covered these stories up because he was so valuable.
Right.
Because I think when you're worth that much money, things get back to you. You know, to both Deshaun Watson and to the organization. It might get back to the organization via Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? If a girl says that you did, let's say we elementary school, right? You punch somebody, you don't want the teacher to find out. What's the first thing you gonna do? Because you know they're gonna tell. You want to tell the teacher, look, he did this, and then I accidentally. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you done brought it back, man. I remember losing my damn field day.
Hey, you gotta tell him the field day story, bro.
Man, what was my man's name?
Eduardo, man.
Eduardo, man. Man, this is the
Who class you was in, man?
I was in Miss Flood. Man, Miss Flood, man. I ain't gonna say nothing bad on the podcast about Miss Flood, but
let her live, man. Let her live.
Man, I had a rough time in Miss Flood's class, man. Anyways, you know, what are we about 11, 12?
Yeah.
Man, it's the end of the day. Getting ready to hop on the bus, right, and listen to the announcements. Hearing to see if my bus is outside, right? Chilling. I'm sitting on my desk, swinging my feet, right? Ain't nothing about 5 foot tall at the time. Eduardo decides he wants to tell me a joke at the end of the day. Right? He comes up to me. He's like, yo, Brad. I'm like, what's up? Hey, what did the 5 fingers to the face say?
He said, what?
I said, what? Right?
He said, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, what? Right after he said that, he slapped me right in my face. Mind you, me and Eduardo, for whatever reason, we was rivals. This ain't our first.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, this ain't our first little altercation. Right?
So he had it coming.
Yeah, so he slapped me in my face. Boom, I had an instant reaction. I punched him dead in his mouth. He went back over to his
muscle
desk.
memory.
Yeah, he went back over to his desk, holding his face, right, tearing up.
Right.
But he's gonna hold it down. He wasn't gonna say nothing because he know what he did.
Yeah.
He went over to his desk.
And this the end of the year.
End of the day. Like, we almost out the door.
Yeah.
Bro, we about to get on the bus to leave. Here go Miss Flood. Eduardo, what's going on? Why?
Oh,
you crying?
God.
You over there crying? What's going on? Eduardo, like I said, he's gonna hold it down.
Right.
He know what he did.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. He ain't gonna say
Better
nothing.
not say nothing.
Here goes Shayna. Hey, shout out to Shayna. I don't know where her last name is.
Shayna, man.
You remember Shayna?
No, I don't remember Shayna's last name.
Well, shout out to her, man. Because she got me in trouble, man.
She snitched on you?
She snitched on me. Man, we had some snitches at Laurel Elementary,
Yeah,
man.
we did. You remember Aaliyah?
Yeah, I remember Aaliyah.
Man, Aaliyah was the number one snitch. You
Man,
lucky she ain't see
man,
it. You was gonna get told on before you even did anything.
Hey, so Miss Flood asked the question. Asked me again, what happened? Here goes Shayna. I think Bradley did something.
Oh my God.
Miss Flood couldn't. That was like music to Miss Flood ears, right? Cause I was notorious for getting in trouble with Miss Flood class.
Yeah.
I tied my shoes wrong. Miss Flood calling home on me.
You got 3 checks on the clipboard. You ain't
I
even
ain't
know.
doing-
No recess.
Shoot, I'm like, that's money. I know I ain't got no checks today. You know, recess come around, I'm looking at the board. What?
Ain't even telling
Miss
you
Flood,
got checks.
she done gave me 2. I ain't got recess.
Boy, you got 2 minutes of recess. Oh, so what happened?
So I went over to Miss Flood, right? I went over there, Miss Flood. She called us both over there. You know, Eduardo still ain't saying. She pressed me. What happened? What happened? I know you did something. I'm like, look, man. He slapped me in my face. I punched him. End of story, man. What you want from me?
Yeah.
She like, both of y'all field day is gone. I said,
Oh my God.
what? Field day for those who don't know what field day
For
is.
those who don't remember.
Man, field day that's the only day I lived for. Elementary school. It's a day where you go outside, you just doing festivities all day. It's like a carnival. It's like the carnival of elementary school.
Softball, tug of war, kickball.
This teacher took that away from me, man.
Yeah.
I'm still hurt.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
And look, to make matters worse, man, you know I was inside the library the whole day. I can hear you guys outside playing, bro.
And you know, honestly,
man,
bro,
I was fighting tears the whole day.
I don't even remember you not being there, bro.
Bro, I was fighting.
I might have peeped it for like 2 seconds, like
yeah. Especially when y'all got to the fight. Especially when y'all got to the football game.
Oh my God, bro.
I can hear all y'all out there acting a fool.
Look, I don't remember nothing. I just know I had my field day. I ain't never missed field day.
Look, I done mean mug Eduardo about 30 times that day. But I thought about the things I could do. Because if I'm going to lose my field day, I'm going to lose it the right way.
Yeah.
I should have just knotted up your whole But shout out to Eduardo, man. We had a few rivalries, man. I will tell another story another time about what else happened. Man. We had a huge snowball fight that went left.
That's the next episode. So they could have got wind of the situation via Deshaun Watson or just via different channels, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, his team, masseuses and stuff like that, you know, a masseuse might report something to the organization, and you know organizations notorious for mishandling sexual allegations against star players. You know, this has happened in the past. Brett Favre was accused of doing something to a team worker, and they swept it under the rug. But when you doing this, like, if he's doing this, bro, for real, and I mean, it's up to like 21 women that are on this class action civil suit.
He got to get out of there.
That's what I'm saying.
He got to lock that man up.
And you said what's the reason why someone of this status, someone making this much money with the ability to change their family, like their whole family, generations to come,
man. Right?
I mean, it's that thrill seeking, and it's also, bro, it's that development, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, you know, a lot of times people who abuse have been abused in the past, so there's that aspect of it, where, you know, you're searching to dominate people because you were dominated. You weren't given that. It's the same reason why I can't hold my damn tongue when I need to shut up.
Yeah.
Like, at one point in my development, I wasn't given as much of a voice as I felt like I should have gotten. So now that I'm an adult and can't nobody tell me to shut the hell up, it's like sometimes I go too far. and I say too much and I alienate people based on my mouth. But when you talk about physical abuse, you know, whether it's beatings, whether it's sexual abuse, I don't even know any other aspects, but people tend to mirror what they've experienced. So even off of Deshaun Watson, well, I can't say his name. Deshaun Watson. This goes for, I mean, almost everybody. When that R. Kelly document came out, oh my God, bro.
Dang.
Bro, that joint ruined my whole day, bro.
Man, there was so much people that need to be locked up off of that.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Parents need to be
What's
locked
the statute of limitations on this stuff,
Parents
bro?
need to be locked up. From the stuff they was talking about, man, look, R. Kelly, that whole crew.
It's a point where, you know, in your youth, before you really understand what's going on, nothing is excusable, because most of the time when you're doing wrong, you know you're doing wrong. But you can understand what's going on.
Right.
Like, he was molested as a child, I think, for a long period of time. So when you are raised that way, you might start to emulate that, right? I mean, I know I done played doctor when I was a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know, kids do that, but then you might take it to a level it's not supposed to go to.
Right.
So, but at a certain point, it's now you know you're wrong.
At a certain point, right? You're an adult, right?
Now you know you're wrong.
You think?
Yeah.
You can think. You know right from wrong.
Yeah. And you got to be held accountable for that.
Yeah.
You got to be held accountable for that. So if you're not able to, now regardless of if it's sexual misconduct or rape, like outright rape, or whether it's infidelity, cheating on your partner, or whether it's you're not even in a committed relationship, but you're just being dishonest with, you know, whoever you're dealing with, it's because you don't have control over your actions. You don't have discipline. You don't have an idea of what you want your future to look like outside of, I'm going to just use all of these different people, you know, for what I need them for, these basic desires. And what does that breed? That creates an environment of chaos.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's going to blow up in your face, bro. So Derek Jackson, Quavo, Chris Hogan, Deshaun Watson, to be determined. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. It's a shame though, you know, once something though gets attached to your name, even if he's innocent, you know, there's still gonna be a lot of people out there that you know feel like it's still rushing. You know,
you can't shake that.
Yeah,
you can't shake that.
He got enough money to pay that off.
Because the accusation, specifically that accusation, I mean, it might be better if somebody say you was killing people, than to say that you out here. What's the word?
It's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people coming out saying something.
Yeah. A lot of people, man.
I mean, you know, there's one thing, you know, folks be lying, right? But that could be one. Yeah. Maybe even two. But
20
how
something.
Many came out?
Look, it's 20 something that came out and said that he did something he wasn't supposed to do. It's 18 that said basically like he has 18 character witnesses. So, I mean, even though it's balanced, like the 21 is enough of an indictment to where like your character is being called into question, bro.
Right.
Like some people you can't come back from that. You know, people still burning Michael Vick jerseys, bro.
Over them dogs. Man, yeah, you're right.
To
I
the
think
day
I did
he
see
retired,
some comments on a video over there that dog killer. I don't want to see him on there.
Bro, to this day, bro, it's been 15 years. He's an advocate for the Humane Society, bro. Like, what else you want to do?
You got countries, they skinning dogs right now.
That's true. And we don't want to talk about that.
Put them on the grill.
Hey, what's the difference between the dog and the goat, though?
Smart, it's intelligence.
Man, goat's smart. Man.
Think so?
Man, dog dumb as hell, man.
I feel like I've thought about this, you know, when I was a kid, right? Like, why we don't eat everything? Now I know some things are just too dirty to eat, right? You get sick, even if you cook it.
Right.
And then you have the other things, they just say, you know, it's just too smart to eat. Like, nah, we don't eat that. They smart animals, this kind of resembles human intelligence.
No. You know one of the closest animals that resemble human, man?
What's that?
As far as their genetic makeup?
What's that?
Pig.
What?
Man, they organs just like a human, boy.
A pig?
Pig smarter than a 5-year-old, boy.
Man, ain't no way.
I'm telling you, pig
Ain't
just as
no
smart
way.
as a dog, bro. Pig can understand 160 words just like a dog can.
But you know what, man? I would eat pig if I had to kill it. I hate the noises they make, bro.
You said you would?
I wouldn't.
Oh.
If I
thought you was
if
just
we
a
had
monster
if we,
just
if,
now.
Nah, if we had to kill our own food, right? Stuff wasn't looking
Right,
so
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
in the package when we go
All
to
the
grocery
blood
store.
drained out.
Man, the noise that them pigs make, that squealing.
Yeah.
Oh man, this makes my head want to pop.
Yeah, man. It's,
Bro, I can't. I would not eat a pig, bro.
I don't know what I would eat if I had to kill it. To be honest, maybe fish.
Yeah,
You know,
I
they
kill
ain't got
fish,
no
problem.
they ain't got no eyebrows.
Yeah, I kill a fish. No
They can't
problem.
make no facial expression.
Yeah, they just flop. They just flop. I think though, if I was hungry enough though, the chicken and the cow would still get it.
You know what though? That's because you know what it tastes like.
Yeah, but
If you
can
ain't
you
know what it
imagine,
tastes like?
bro? If I was out there in the jungle, boy,
With a
and
knife
I'm
in your
hunting,
teeth.
yeah, I'm looking at the cow. The cow gonna get slaughtered, bro. I'm sorry,
Man, but you don't.
'Cause they
I'm
just-
telling you, man. If you ain't never knew, you never seen nothing.
Yeah, but the cows don't be doing. They just eating grass
Eating.
and just sleep, wake up, eat more
And
grass.
you would eat for years off a cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I'm gonna have to take you out.
Yeah, you know, people eat people when it come down to it. People will eat they boots.
You right? Hey, man, I seen this documentary. Right? Not even a documentary. I think it was something on what's that? Discovery Channel, and this guy was, visiting one of them countries.
Okay.
And he says something, insulting to one of these guys, right? This group of people that he was visiting, they eat people, right? What they call it? Cannibalism. So,
Yeah.
So the guy, the journalist guy, had said a remark that the cannibalism dude, like, hey man, hey, I would eat you, boy. Say something wrong again. Your whole camera crew, everybody be doing this, all y'all gonna be on some. We're gonna make this fire. You see that fire over there?
Man, you be in it.
Yeah. Now come correct with this next question, boy.
Oh man, how you gonna disrespect
I would interview
somebody that would eat you?
Hey, God bless the people out there, man, that go do stuff that a lot of people out here wouldn't do.
I'm not interviewing nobody that.
But I'm glad he was out there that I get the chance to see that people out there like that exist. But man, he eat the whole crew. Y'all say something else wrong,
Oh my God.
it's gonna be some human meat tonight.
We're gonna eat for weeks off of y'all and film it.
Take your own cameras.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Self-control, humility. What you got?
Self-control, mastery. Yeah, man. Just,
All these things can help you stay on track, right?
yeah.
For the fellas out there that want to stay on a certain path, right, in life, and you think of yourself as the high value guy or man. This is how you stay on that track, right? That discipline, that self-control, that humility will keep you balanced, right?
Hey, E.T. said he used to get distracted all the time, because he had so many gaps in his schedule. Like the devil had, my man wake up at 6:30, he's praying, but by 8:30 he's playing PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And that's when that idle mind, it's the devil's playground. Like you giving the devil too many, and when I say the devil, I just mean temptation.
Yeah.
Don't take it to mean super spiritual, but it's like you giving temptation too many opportunities to creep into your mind.
For sure. I mean, I remember, when I wasn't on my purpose, right?
Yeah.
And just when I say on my purpose, basically filling out my schedule with, meaningful things
Right, yeah.
to do throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there was a lot of room for error, man.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of room for error, a lot of mistakes. Getting caught up in things I ain't got no business doing, right?
And every time you make time for the errors,
right,
you taking time from your future
for sure
and your development.
Now my days be so filled, man. I don't even have. I'm trying to make time for things that I like to do right now.
Trying to figure out
how can I have some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can I implement some?
How can I go bowling?
I ain't even take my girl bowling yet. Come on, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. That fill up that schedule, man. And when all you got to do is make the decision that I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
I'm going to get more than what I have right now.
Yeah.
And once you make that decision,
yeah.
Hey, tell them how many doors open up when you just start
open up
doing
a lot
stuff.
of doors, man. And just take a step back and think. If you find yourself getting ready to get into some trouble, right, or if you're in a tough situation, take a step back, breathe, think, right, then make a decision. Don't just react. Right?
Yeah.
Don't just react. Cause that's when things get bad. You can be looking like
Quite
one of them people we talking about right now.
Yeah.
You just making decisions, right? Because like we mentioned, right, when emotions are high, intelligence are low. So you won't just make moves off of just emotions, because it can get real ugly real quick.
Yeah.
And you can turn back and look. I'm sure well, I don't know if Derrick Jackson, because they say he might be a little crazy. I don't know if if he's regretful or not. But I know Quavo's looking at his situation like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's looking at his situation like, damn. Why?
He might not. Yeah.
He
I
might
don't know
not.
if it's a lot of accountability. I think, but with all of these people who.
But for the normal Joe walking around,
yeah, you gonna.
Most of us want to be on the right path. Most of us are feeling something after a bad decision.
Hey, just can't get right, boss. Can't get right, man. Hey, I just thought of something, man. Temporary emotions, turn into permanent perceptions.
Yeah,
that's what it is, man. Temporary emotions turn into permanent perceptions.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely damage your character forever. How somebody is looking at you, right? They gonna put you in this bracket real quick,
and you can't
come back.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
So you got to be really cognizant of how you want to be perceived by the people that you care about and the people that you don't even know that you care about. The people you ain't even thinking of right now. How would your son that you ain't even have yet, or your daughter that you ain't even have yet, look at you when you tell them that you did X, Y, Z? Could you even look them in the face and tell them that you did this? You know what I'm saying? When your mama was young, the reason why we ain't together no more is because I stepped out on her. The reason why you crying yourself to sleep every night and I can't come back to the house is because when you was 3 years old, I decided I was going to do boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So, attach it to something to where you can't make this decision. I think people don't have nothing they care about enough. I deal with this, bro.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm struggling to hit my goals on a consistent basis, and I feel like I'm so far ahead of where I was last year, but I'm still not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, you can only go so far based on what you want for yourself. But when you attach it to people that you care about, when you said, what do you want and who's depending on you to get there?
Yeah, it started to hit different, man. Waking up in the morning isn't so tough when you're thinking about other people.
Man,
it isn't so tough. Going that extra mile, staying up that extra hour, reading that book, whatever it is. Going to pick that child up from whatever practice. Isn't that difficult, man? When you ain't thinking about yourself, when you're selfless, isn't that difficult?
With that said, man, this might be 3-4 episodes, bro.
Man, what J. Cole said, man, he said the right things feel so much better than the wrong things, man.
When he said that?
Man, it's that song we said, I want to fold clothes for you.
The right thing.
Yeah.
Some is better than the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, man. I remember feeling bad, boy, when I done messed up.
Yeah.
You know, feel bad. When you do something good, boy, you be feeling real good, man.
Man, it's like you can't even replace that.
Just do the good things, man. You gonna be all right.
Dang. That ain't cool though, man. I don't want to do that, man. I don't feel good, man.
Hey.
Man, shawty around the corner got a boy.
Hey. Okay.
My girl ain't got that.
You can find out a lot of things when other girl got too.
Yeah.
Find out a lot of things.
My girl ain't got that. I don't want to hear that.
Wake up in the morning, windows bust out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We can cut it, man. Cause it's a lot in there. Somebody's gonna benefit from that.
Write it down.
You can't wait your whole life to make a change.
Believe in yourself.
Innovate with integrity and intentionality.